needs.
All
It
right.
can't be every time something come up, we're going to wait another 30 days. We're going to wait another 2 hours. It can't. You have to.
Hey, well, I mean, in retrospect, it turned out to be 3 years. They waited 3 years. I bet you didn't see that coming. I bet you anything you didn't see that coming. Hey y'all, it's your girl J9 Eve. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, share the video, get into the comments. Let me know what you think about this. Okay, we're gonna delve back into the archives. This is one of the Dalton special board meetings from 2021. Just kind of, just in case you were unaware, they were always having these problems. This is not new. They were always having these problems. She started showing her ass immediately, and so the trustees started having to push back immediately. That's what it's been ever since. So they've been dealing with her for years. So this is one of the meetings, like I said, June 2021, where I thought it was funny just because Tiffany is like talking as if like the trustees like have to do something. Like like she had it in her mind for some reason on this day. Because this is so far back, I guess it makes sense that she thought that would happen. That she would just be like, look, y'all asked me for this. I told y'all I was going to do that. And now we can't wait no more. We got to pass this thing. And ain't nothing else to talk about. Here we go. Let's vote. Like she thought that they were just going to, like they had to, okay, stuff. Like, it's like, this is how she thought. So the meeting kind of is going like that. They're trying to pass the budget, which is a big thing that they're always trying to pass. And it's always some type of issue. Okay. But this is one of those times.
So that's being pulled. So again, the date is next Monday at 5 p.m. to vote on the budget.
Okay.
Next, old business.
Hold on, ma'am. May I be recognized, ma'am?
Yep.
I know us as the board of trustees talked about doing a finance committee meeting to really open it up to the residents so they can look at it like we usually do.
Yeah.
Is the whole board okay with meeting on this Monday to vote on this?
Okay.
Because I know we discussed from what we discussed, the trustees discussed, we were not okay with passing this Monday. So any other trustees can chime in.
Okay, well, everybody has a voice of their own, so I don't think you need to speak for anyone. So if any trustee have a comment as relates to having an actual meeting to pass the budget, which I did exactly what the board asked me to do, which is to hurry up and put the budget out. I did that. Some of you guys had questions and concerns, and we addressed them and we fixed the issues that you guys had. So I don't understand what else will hold up a budget but to go on and do what we need to do so I can do my job as mayor and run the city. So we need a budget in place because half of the stuff you did not want to pass or approve because it wasn't a budget. So I don't want to keep putting this out and pushing it back any longer. We did everything correct as related to letting the public know about a budget meeting, a budget hearing. And now I'm pretty sure that everyone's okay with passing the budget.
Okay. Let's see. Let's assess the looks on everybody's faces to see how true this is. So Tiffany said, I'm pretty sure. I'm very confident. I'm positive that all of the trustees, aside from you, of course, apparently, are willing and ready to pass this budget as is. Let's see. Does Trustee House look confused? Looks confused to me also. Trustee Belcher? Oh, she's wearing that expression. So I'm thinking she's like, fuck you, bitch. What is you talking about? That's what I'm seeing. Okay. Now, this one right here, Mr. Holmes is willing to do whatever Tiffany says. I don't know what his motivation is. Well, I got an idea, but I won't say it out loud. And look at Brown. She's like showing the stress lines in her forehead like, bitch, what? You think we what? And yeah, no. That's a no. That's a no for me, okay?
When I got complaints or concerns as related to we didn't give a budget to you, a physical copy, or we didn't post it on the website. So I paused. and I pulled it from the agenda so that now the residents can be heard because I ran on transparency and accountability. So this is me saying, okay, residents, I hear you. Let's wait another 5 days. Monday, we will actually pass our budget. And again, if trustees got any questions, as always, my door is open, my staff door is open. You can talk to any village administrator or Chris to adjust or fix what you guys wanted. We did all those adjustments, and I thought we were all on one accord. So now I don't understand what the holdup will be. So is there any trustee that got a question? Because I would like to move on to vote for the roofs and speak to the residents.
Mayor, this is Trustee Brown. I have one question.
Sure.
We normally have a finance meeting with the residents to review the budget before the approval of the budget. So Trustee House, are we not having a finance meeting because he is the chairperson?
Yes, he's the chairperson, but again, I'm the mayor. So let me make sure I got it clear with everybody.
Oh, she didn't like that. She didn't like that all of a sudden. She was like, so are we having this meeting? And she goes, Tiffany, like, what the fuck? What you asking for? I'm the mayor, okay? I'm the boss. I'm the big boss. Look at her. Look at her grin. She's like, yes, yes, he is. Okay, fine, whatever. But I am the mayor. Okay, you supposed to ask for my permission. Now look at Belcher. Look. She thinking what I'm thinking. Oh yeah, it's about to go down. Yep, it is.
Okay, so are we not having...
Okay, hold on. Let me answer, trustee. You guys asked me to do something. I executed it by getting the budget ready for everyone review. Then, secondly, we made sure we had communication by speaking to all the staff here as relates to anything on the budget. You guys had adjustments. We made the adjustments.
Okay.
So here we are.
Sound about
now
right.
It's like, what other questions would there be besides from the residents? You saying put it through a committee, and yet we are the committee. We just had a public hearing. We giving it 5 more days to talk about, and here we are.
Okay, so we will not hear from the residents, is what you're saying?
No, I did not say that.
Yeah,
I said I gave them.
Sound like what you said to me, bitch. Have we had one in front of the people, the villagers, if you will? Have we had one? No, we haven't. But you saying let's do this without, before, like right now when we haven't done that. Oh, but you're also not saying we should do it before we do that. Oh, okay, bitch, you lying. Tiffany, pick a lane. No. Tell me I be lying. Look about you. This is that. I got my popcorn look. Interesting. This is that. I'm watching. Are you not entertained face? Yes, I am. Okay.
The residents 5 more days to basically voice their opinion as it relates to the budget. Today was a public hearing to hear from the residents as related to the budget. We did that. So now I'm giving them 5 more days. So that's 15 days to talk about the budget. So now we can pass a budget because that's what the board wanted. To pass a budget for all the things that every department needed is in the budget. We have a balanced budget and we have a surplus. So now I don't understand what else will hold up.
It don't make sense, right? It's like then they got 5 more days after today to, work out any kinks with the budget. But today we're gonna pass the budget. Like, bitch, if we pass it, how does it? What difference does it make if they looking over it for the next 5 days? If it's already passed, bitch, ain't nothing they can do about it. I know she can hear herself, but I wonder if she knows everybody else can hear her. Tiffany, you sound crazy. Your lies are on fire tonight. They're on fire.
Besides giving another week to go over the budget, because now.
But this is what I'm saying. We normally have a finance committee meeting to review that budget.
Yes, we
so
do.
Are we not having it? That's what I'm saying. Are we not having that before the approval of the budget?
But we're not having a finance meeting because we need to pass the budget. So his finance meeting is after what you're stating. Because today, say everything went as planned. Today we would have passed the budget. We would not have had a finance meeting. Do you see what I'm saying? So today we would just pass the budget if that's what we was going to do.
No, they wouldn't have, which is why they're asking. They're saying, why are we trying to pass a budget right now? We haven't had the finance meeting yet. That's what they're saying, Tiffany. It's basically what Tiffany just said is, well, in another dimension, we just came in here and we passed the budget. And when you think about it like that, we might as well pass it now here in this universe, on this plane. Tiffany, that's what you said. I didn't say it. That's what you said. Okay.
So now the residents is asking for 5 more days. I gave them 5 more days, which is Monday, to pass the budget. So now everybody's questions has been answered. Everything that you guys wanted to change or amend has been implemented. So now I'm stating to you, what will be the holdup on not passing the budget on Monday?
Again, Mayor, that's what I'm saying. The finance committee has a meeting to review it with the residents. So you're saying no finance meeting, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Hey, Mayor, may I be recognized?
Sure, go ahead, trustee.
Yeah, come on.
I guess my question is,
Sweet pea.
because I guess what she's wondering is it possible? Can we have a finance meeting where we have the residents chime?
Henyard is not Henyard. I'm sorry, Norwood. Norwood is always talking about wondering something. We was just wondering why you such a bitch. We was just wondering. Tiffany, you ain't trying to fight with you, girl. We trying to work with you, girl. But we was just wondering why you so bitchy all the time. Like we was just wondering. That's all. It's just a little bit of wondering. Well, I'm a wanderer. Yeah, a wanderer. I wander round and round and round and round.
I mean, so that we can get the residents' input prior to us making a decision to approve the budget. Is that possible?
Can we please?
Okay, but that's what I'm stating now to everyone. We're doing that now. We gave them 10 days, right? That's number one. Number two, we did a public hearing, which we did today. Number three, we're giving them 5 more days. So we're being very courtesy as it relates to public opinion and what everybody.
Hey, y'all, we're being very courtesy, okay? Yeah, what you ain't gonna do is tell me I'm not courtesy, because I am courtesy. I'm the most courtesy. Me? Courtesy? Yes.
Everybody wants to add or adjust or amend in the budget. So there's no reason for anyone to keep saying, push it off, push it off, push it off.
Don't Tiffany look like her last name would be Jenkins? Like Tiffany look like a Jenkins. She look just like a Jenkins. Okay? That's what she looked like.
Because you guys told me that you didn't want to spend any money for all the things we need right now. That's public safety and public works. Then the main 2 departments that need the most supplies and services, but yet the board now telling me to wait. When you guys said make the budget, we did that. You guys went over it. We made your changes. We talked to the residents. Now some that saying they didn't get something, they just got 5 more days to go over it, review it, get back to us. And now Monday, we move forward with passing the budget.
Okay, so the question is, Mayor, I guess what I was asking you is, can we decide to, since some residents made it clear today that for whatever reason they weren't unable to take a look at the budget and they were unable to have physical copies. So some of them made it clear that they were unable to review the budget. So what I'm asking is it possible, since you're giving them 5 more days, can we use that time that you're giving them for us to have a finance meeting with the residents so that we can all hear what the residents have to say about it before making a decision to approve the budget? Is that possible or no?
Yeah, because and that makes total sense. It's like if you're saying they have 5 days to look over it, see if there's anything they don't like about it. But in your scenario, you want us to go ahead and pass the budget though first. But if you are saying they have 5 days to go over it and let anybody know about whatever issues they have with it, if you're saying that, it's like you're implying that if they do have issues with it, you're willing to change those issues. If that's the case, if it can be altered in that time, then it should easily be able to be just wait until they do all that to even pass it. You see what I'm saying? Because it's not going to be solidified until that time. If it's not going to be solidified, then what's the point? Because what if they literally want the whole thing changed? Like they go look over it and they're like, no, fuck this, throw it out, we need a new one. Like, what if that happens? Then it's not solidified anyway, if it's still open for interpretation or translation or to be moved and adjusted. You know what I'm saying? Like, but she's trying to rush it because she got a bunch of shit in there. I'm sure, okay, a bunch of people that she know, a bunch of her little friends who have businesses and stuff, okay? Like this, so she was, picking certain people to be the this over that, and then so they're getting all of this money, and then of course, and then she gets a kickback. I'm pretty sure this is how this works. Y'all let me know in the comments if I'm like way in outer space on this, but that's how I see it in my head. That's how I see it. Okay.
You don't want to?
Okay, so that's what I just stated. We're giving them 5 more days. So that's 5 days of them can call you, ask you questions, change whatever you want, so we can have our meeting on Monday to pass the budget so we can move forward with whatever we need to do here in the village. So that's what we're doing. Now, if you guys feel that you
Wait, but you're saying pass the budget now. You're confusing me, Tiffany. You're talking about you want them to vote pass the budget now. But then you keep saying to pass the budget on Monday. I don't get it.
need to vet it through a finance meeting, they have it on Friday. It don't have
Okay,
to wait. It don't have
so
to wait.
that
Is what
was
I'm
the
saying.
question. I guess
Everybody
our big
keep pushing it off weeks and weeks and weeks, and we're not getting anywhere. So if you guys feel you need a finance meeting before passing the budget, have your finance meeting Friday. And
okay,
then
well,
we
That's
man,
what
I
I
don't
was
care
trying
when
to
we have
ask
it. I don't care when we
Trustee
have it.
House.
I guess I was just stating, I don't care when we have it. I was just wondering, is it possible? Because I'm getting a lot of calls from residents stating that they'd like to chime in and they want their opinions to be heard prior to us approving it. So I was just wondering, like you said, okay, I can talk to Trustee House and see if we can do it Friday. But I was just wondering if it'll be possible for us to give the residents time to chime in. So I'll contact Trustee House to see if we can have it Friday prior to us approving it, because that's important to me. Prior to approving
it's
the
important to all of us. Just so let me make sure I'm crystal clear with everyone. My main concern is the people, the voice of the people. I've ran on transparency, accountability. I don't know how many times I can keep saying it. I
6 more
am
times,
extending the olive branch by saying 5 more days. So that's 15 days to go over a budget. So if you got 15 days to go over a budget, I feel like we need to just move forward. We don't have to keep pausing and you keep saying, give another resident this, give another resident that. Like right now, looking at this, you have only 12 people that's watching this meeting. So when you keep saying the residents this, the resident that, yeah, okay, it's probably not. It's probably outside interference that want to dictate or tell us what to do with our board. We control the narrative of this story. So I'm asking my board members to stand with me and make sure we move forward and pass a balanced budget with a surplus, may I add, vote for a budget on Monday. So Trustee House, I am asking you, since everyone wants a finance meeting, to have your finance meeting sooner. You can even have it on Saturday. Wait, nope, not Saturday. that's to stop the violence march. But if you can have it sooner, that would be great. Anybody else? Trustee Belcher.
Mayor, can I be recognized?
Yes, Belcher.
2 things for clarity. I guess 12 members is what's on the Zoom, but I'm looking at this. It's actually about 60 members, and people have been calling about this budget. My only one concern, a concern that I have that you just made was that we gave our input, and some of it was changed and some of it was not changed. And I know that me and you had a conversation this morning about, everybody don't get what they want, but there has been some compromises. You're saying to pass it on Monday, but if we still don't feel comfortable with it, when do we get, because the compromises have been made on some of our parts, but not all of our parts for different things that we're asking or want to see change. So for you to say we're going to pass it on Monday and everything, I don't know what other trustees requested or asked, but some of the things that was taken into consideration or jotted down was not part of the amended budget on the 18th. So how do we get to we're passing it on Monday if we didn't really compromise on both ends?
Okay, so to add to that, we did compromise on both ends. Every trustee got what they wanted in a sense. Some certain department heads did not get what they need, not wanted, what they need. Police department need 12 officers. We did not do that. Public safety is our number one concern, right? So we dropped it down to 8 officers. So then you go to fire department. Fire department asked for 3 firefighters. They got 2 firefighters. So this is the compromising that we're talking about. Everybody got something. When anybody that really runs the town or run anybody's business, budget is about give and take. Some things get cut, some things you have to delegate, but sometimes people got to take on more responsibility for their department until they get the tools they need to succeed. So what I'm asking again, because everyone spoke about this, everyone went over it, every trustee, every board member. There was nothing else that you guys wanted or suggested. So now we get to the meeting as always, and then it goes like this as it relates to, well, I changed my mind. Let's do this, let's do that. And we all talked about it. So I don't understand how we can't move forward. People gonna be in your ear. Let me just give you some background of people. You're gonna have people that mean you harm, and you all know we all been attacked at Village Hall. Y'all know how this went. You're gonna have people that want to dictate and take over our town and control you, like y'all always say, puppets, right? Like people call Trustee Steve's a puppet. So with that being said, if everybody getting called names, everybody is getting the wrong people in their ear. I'm trying to say it the right way so nobody get offended.
You're like Candyman.
You have to take a stand as a man or a woman and be your own voice.
Trustee Steve's is like Candyman. You just say his name, he just pop up on the screen.
Your own movement and make your own opinion of what this village needs. It can't be every time something come up, we're gonna wait another 30 days. We're gonna wait another 2 hours. It can't. You have to.
Hey, well, I mean, in retrospect, it turned out to be 3 years. They waited 3 years. Bet you didn't see that coming, Tiffany. I bet you didn't see that coming. I bet you anything you didn't see that coming.
To make a decision right then and there and stand by the decision. So I'm asking you again. When you guys tell me that we good, I'm taking it to that. We're good, not coming to this board meeting ready to handle business. This is a business. This is not politics, like everybody keep calling it, and we have to run it as such. If anybody do run a actual business, you know that some things you have to make a decision on right away, and some things you have to figure out how we're going to make it through it. So I'm asking you guys the same courtesy right here and right now.
Okay.
Any other trustee?
Oh, you know.
Well, Mayor, it's not to go.
Yeah, now that she done said that, you know, it's like, you know what? Now I get it. Now I concur. Now I go fuck yourself. All that. You know what I'm saying? Well, let's see what Belcher gonna say. I'm sure this seems like Belcher's still a little bit. She's a little more calm with the mayor right now, which is the indication of the time. See, this is in 2021. See, she hadn't like the straw had not broke the camel's back yet. Like that. That's what happened.
Combative and back and forth with you, but I'm just going over the last budget that was sent to us on the 18th, and you saying that some of our requests were made, and I'm looking at it still says 10 police officers. Yeah, we got an additional firefighter, but then it was extra people added in public works. So things that we did ask, like we ran on having the codification for the clerk office too, and it's only $10,000 in there when you can't even start the codification. It's not to go back and forth. I'm just expressing my concern right now, because although it's supposed to be compromises on all ends, it's not really being compromised, because there's a lot of positions that are now being readily available, but other things are being taken away. Just like there's not even a open police list right now to hire 10 people, which you just stated 8, which is not changed, but I don't even see where it says that, we're putting away the money to have it. I'm just asking, because for you to say we're going to pass it on Monday, I don't want you to get Monday.
And look at Tiffany. If you think that this is the face that Tiffany makes when she's listening to you fucking talk, then you ain't been paying attention, okay? Because this is the look. Wait, this is the bitch. Who you talking to? Look, like that's what look this is. Just in case you didn't know this look, the look that Tiffany has right here. This look right here. This is the you. Think I'm listening to you, don't you? I know you do. That is so weird of you. It's like you don't know me at all. Okay, just waiting for you to pause so I can tell you how wrong you fucking are. That's what I'm doing. That's this look. That's the look that this is what this is. Okay.
And we're in the same situation, and you say we didn't talk to you about it because our concerns have still not been addressed by you. Okay. That's Kiana Belcher, Trustee Belcher. And nobody's in my ear. We do take consideration for the public because they are listening and we listen. But at the same time, at the end of the day, Kiana Belcher makes the decision for Kiana Belcher, nobody else.
Okay. So I'm going to say this because I don't want to go back and forth with anybody on here. Whatever the board decides to do, that's what we will do. As it relates to the budget, if y'all feel y'all want to pass it, don't pass it. At the end of the day, I'm going to do my job as mayor, and I'm letting y'all know that now. As mayor, I will run this town. I will make decisions that you guys may not see fit for the people, but we have to make sure we give the services to the village. You guys had time, and I keep repeating that. We spoke several times, and people changed their mind up here, left to right. All I'm asking you guys to do is stay firm with moving forward and voting how you tell me you're going to vote when we get here, and not changing it. People do get in people's ear, whether that's you, Trustee Belcher, or whoever ear they're in. And everybody get up here and they change. They like a seesaw. 1 minute they this way, 1 minute they that way. I just need you guys to just stay focused and think about.
She's trying to sow seeds of doubt amongst the trustees. Some of y'all, told me that y'all was cool with the budget and was going to vote. And now, y'all get in here and now y'all changing up. But she don't say who it is. She don't say who it is so that everybody's looking at everybody like, who was it? Who was it? Who was it? Well, really wasn't nobody. It was probably Holmes, who always agrees with everything she says. So, nothing new there.
About the people. Because that's what I think about when I'm saying. And ain't nobody saying that come Monday, I'm going to be like, oh, well, y'all didn't talk to me. Y'all got 5 days to talk to me. Just like I got 5 days to talk to you, right? So 5 days, we got to talk to each other and come up with the best plan for the people of the village. And as it relates to people on the chat, you know it and I know it. People make dummy accounts. People write dummy stuff on the chats. That don't mean it's true. That don't mean they live in town. Half of them don't live in town, but it's just a dummy page because they want to say this and say that, and they don't even live here. So I'm telling you again, and I'm asking you to look at the budget. If it's something that you feel that you need to change or fix or amend, please do so. People did get what they asked for, and I'm repeating it again and again and again. We went over the budget. Things got compromised as it relates to the codification for the clerk office. Yes, she can start it at $10,000. So stop saying statements that's untrue. She has money in her budget, and so do other people. But it's certain things that take precedence over others. And you know that if you run an actual budget. So public safety, like I keep putting that out. We have shootings all the time. We have police that we need to put on the ground. So we really need to push more on that. But I accepted what everybody wanted because everybody wanted something. So we got less officers in return for it. We got less things with public works. They didn't even have lawnmowers to cut the high grass that we got tons of complaints about. But guess what I had to do as mayor? I had to go and call resources such as Stan Brown from ZAP and get him to help with cutting the lawns. Why? When we as a body supposed to give them what they need, but we didn't. So then finally, we talked about 2 riding lawnmowers. They got the 2 riding lawnmowers, so now they're getting more on track, but they still need the help because they don't got the manpower. So all I'm saying is, everybody department suffers. Everybody gonna take a loss, and sometimes they'll get a win by giving an extra body. That's something, but they're not.
No, it's just weird because you always talking about this surplus, but yet you can't get a lawnmower. We got $6 million surplus, but that grass cutter is like $60. I ain't got it, bro. I ain't got it. Okay, gas is expensive. You gotta put gas in the lawnmowers need gas, and gas is expensive. I can't afford it. Even though we have this $4, $5, $6 million surplus, depending on whatever day you ask me, the number gonna change. Surplus. Oh, Tiffany, that's funny. That's funny.
Complete. They're not whole. Everybody needs 4 to 5 different people in their department. But guess what? Our budget don't allow for that. We don't have the money to make everybody complete. We can give them some type of services to alleviate.
Weird, right? We got a surplus, but we ain't got the money. Bitch, which one is it? Like, where's the surplus? She must have ate the surplus already. She must have walked in and ate the surplus and it was like, hi, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Tiffany Henyard. I'm your new mayor. Okay. That surplus was delicious.
Create some of the pain on the worker. So they're not calling off. They're not quitting. They're not talking about they got COVID and don't have it and off. We got to fix it. That's all I'm trying to make sure everybody know.
Oh, now she's saying that the employees is pretending to have cocoa. They're pretending to have the cocoa, the ro-ro. Okay. Jesus. Well, that took a turn.
Any other trustee, hold on, trustee Steve, just to make sure I get through everybody, then we'll come back to you. Anybody else? So we can move on. We only got one thing for approval on this agenda. Any other trustees, so we can let
I just have one comment. I'm open to having the finance committee meeting, so trustee Steve, Norwood, and everybody else, will communicate on how we could get that done.
Okay, so trustee House, so you okay with doing it this Friday? Are you okay with having a finance meeting Friday?
I can't commit to that right now until I see the rest of my schedule, but I will be in communication with the rest of the board.
Okay, Trustee Steve.
I want to say this. And I want to be respectful.
Okay.
But the whole board is not okay with this budget right now. They're still talking about a property tax increase. They're still talking about not reducing the bond. So you got to be mindful. All of us are adults, Mayor. You got to be mindful how you speak to us. You know, we're not little children. And that's how I feel like you're coming at us. The reality is all of us talk and all of us are not okay with the budget right now. We're not trying to hold it off. But when we talk to Chris, he's still talking about a property tax increase. He's still talking about not reducing his bond. Then we're not okay with that right now. So we want to get that straight. So just to say, let's do it Monday, we're not okay with it. I will hope the other board members will give me feedback because we all talked about this. We all talked about this individually. So if we want to do it Friday, I'm okay with that. But we talked about it.
He said, y'all trying to make me look crazy out here. Did we not just talk about this? Why y'all always being so quiet?
Next week. So when you said Thursday, Monday, me and Jason talked about doing it Thursday next week. So I understand people change, but let's be honest, trustees. We were not okay with this budget, and let's say how we feel instead of not saying it now in the public. And be mindful, Mayor, how you speak to us. We're not little children, and that's how you coming at us. Well, y'all should know, y'all flip flop, we seesaw. Don't come at us like that. That's disrespectful. Please don't do it. So I'm saying is that when you.
What's so funny? He's saying all of this, but he's talking to a brick fucking wall. Look at this. She's looking how I feel right now. Tired. He's talking to a brick wall. You gotta match energy. I'll tell you something. My babies, my pookies, my honeys, you gotta match energy. You know what I'm saying? I said Michelle Obama said, when they go low, you go high. I say, no, when you go low, I'm gonna go down there and see why you like it down there so fucking much. Okay? All right? You go low, we gonna play in this motherfucking mud is what we gonna do. We gonna roll around in this goddamn mud is what we gonna do. You gotta match people. If you're gonna be there, if you have to be there in that place, I would suggest that you just leave when the energy gets shitty. But if you have to stay, it's your job. If you have to stay, I'm gonna match that fucking energy. Okay, I'm gonna give you a demonstration of what it feels like to have to deal with you by making you deal with me while I behave exactly like you do. That's what it is. Like he's trying to reason with her. You can't reason with the devil. The devil's purpose is still the devil's purpose. He's not, you know what I'm saying? It's just who he is. Like, this is just who she is. And she thinks it's funny. Like, when people try to reason with her, that's like a narcissist's food. You feed a narcissist. If you ever heard this, you feed a narcissist. Like, when you try to be rational and try to get a narcissistic person to try to understand how you feel or try to take into consideration somebody else's feelings or do something like that, and they just look at you, they just stare at you, like, even if they look almost kind of like they're like, oh, okay, they're feeding on that. It's fuel. It feeds them. The narcissist gets bigger every time someone tries to rationale with them, like tries to be rational with them or try to get through to them. It's weird. Like, they feed on that shit. So no, what you do is when they try to say something to get under your skin, you just look at them and just be like, I mean, I hear you. I hear you. Interesting. You know, like, you give zero energy. They're energy vampires. Tiffany is an energy vampire. Long story short, Tiffany I said all of that just to say that Tiffany is an energy vampire. Okay? She's an energy vampire. That's what she is. All right? I'm going to cut it off there because, Jesus. The circles these people make trying to have a rational conversation with this woman, as she says, let's vote on it today, solidify it. And then I'll give you 5 days. I give the people 5 days to come up with whatever complaints they have or whatever things they'd like to change. Because I'm a reasonable person. Of course, I'll be fully willing to change those things after they're already done. Because that sounds like some shit a Tiffany would do, right? No. Tiffany's going to be like, well, this is what it is. So y'all had time. Y'all had 15 days to do this. And this is what it is. And it don't work like that. Nah. Tiffany, you ain't slick, bitch. Okay, you showed your hand too many times, so we already know what to expect. Okay, We already know. You gave these people 3 years of practice on how to deal with a tip. And now they're professionals at it. They know exactly what they're doing. And so do we. We've learned. We were fast learners on the outside, okay? Y'all behave, because I'm not going to do it. Absolutely not, okay? No, not. Maybe when Tiffany get them handcuffs, them handcuffy bracelets, then consider it. I'll consider behaving that 1 hour when that happens. Other than that, I just can't do it. It's too much of a commitment, okay? But mama love you. Yes, she do. Ooh, peace.